Reunion is like taking a trip down memory. We embark on a journey of remembering days gone by and perhaps discovering new things. But the road, no matter how long it is, will lead us back home. A home that once sheltered us. A home that has been our fortress even to this day. Join us as we relive the memories of our past, our youthful years, our yesterday's laughter. Come as we find our way home. To begin our journey, we visited first our alma mater, then known as the Ateneo de San Pablo. A lot has changed. From Ateneo, our school is now called Liceo de San Pablo. There are new buildings established within the campus, unknown faces greeting us. Yet, some have stayed as the facade outside the church still remains. We headed to the Ateneo de San Pablo Chapel where a Eucharistic celebration was held. Our former classmate, now a priest, presided the Mass. Right after the Mass, a buffet of delectable meals await us in Skirit's kitchen. The meal was hosted by Johnny Perlas and Ando Perlas. And now the main event for this morning, the city tour of San Pablo. Hijos de San Pablo, or Children of San Pablo, is a heritage tour that promotes the tourism industry of San Pablo City. Through the tour program, locals take pride in their city, and tourists are encouraged to explore its culture and history. The tour is organized by Card MRI Hijos Tours. Passing by the streets of San Pablo City Plaza, there stands an old building. Its exterior is reminiscent of the antiquity of the Spanish era. Locals refer to it as the White House. You can probably tell why. We were told that the old building was once a landmark in the city. It was a symbol of elegance and power. It goes by the name Hule Malvar Mansion. Yet another trip down our memory lane, we went back to our alma mater, Canossa College. During our time, it was known as Our Lady of Fatima Academy. Although its elementary caters both boys and girls, Fatima was known as an exclusive high school and college for girls. It was only during the late 80s when Our Lady of Fatima Academy welcomed young men in college and high school. A few walks away from our former school is Sampaloc Lake, a place where we made memories of our youth. Sampaloc Lake has always been one of the favorite places of San Pableños. Its cool breeze and serene waters make it a suitable place for strolling along with friends and loved ones. But aside from being a place for relaxation, did you know that the history of Sampaloc Lake can be traced back to the pre-colonial times? The pre-Hispanic Filipinos once lived along Sampaloc Lake. Its strategic location made it a favorable place for settlement. Pre-Hispanic burial sites were once found at the old Escudero property. It was considered as a holy place since only the holy people, such as the Babaylan, were buried along the lake. A few strolls along Sampaloc Lake will lead us to the San Pablo City Hall. Like the place where it stands, the City Hall has its own story to tell. The San Pablo City Hall was built from 1938 to 1940. Its structural stability was tested during the War for Liberation in 1944, when it was able to withstand the explosion of a 500-pound bomb dropped by the U.S. Air Force. The Cathedral Parish of St. Paul I Hermit, or the San Pablo Cathedral, was built in 1680. The cathedral was first made of light materials and was completed after 34 years. In 1721, a church made of bricks and stone was constructed. During the Second World War, the San Pablo Cathedral was burned. Only the facade and bell tower survived. In 2015, the facade was restored to its original design. Along the busy street of M. Paulino, there stands one of the buildings of CARD. CARD is composed of 21 development-oriented institutions that all aim to eradicate poverty in the country. It aims to serve communities by empowering women through microfinance and social development programs. On this specific site, CARD aims to be the tallest building in San Pablo with 8 floors in sight. About a 10-minute drive away, there is the newly erected food park, courtesy of Mga Likha ni Inay. Mga Likha ni Inay is the marketing arm of the Card MRI Group. Among the products available in their store are handicrafts, specialty food, home decors, bags, and accessories. All these are directly sourced from Card clients all over the country. We then stopped over Forest Wood Garden, where we experienced a farm-to-table lunch. Our meal is organic and freshly picked from the farm of Fragos, one of the many successful local farmers in the city and a client of Card SME Bank. And the highlight of this noon, their specialties, calabuco and planchado. And of course, the much-awaited event of this day, the reunion proper. We then proceeded to CMDI at Barangay Tangka, Bay Laguna, where we stayed for the rest of the day. Upon our arrival, the Card MRI Performing Arts Group welcomed us with a song number. Tunes of old OPM songs resonated the area. Different programs awaited us in the campus. We had our homecoming party at the CMDI Amphitheater. Representatives from our schools gave the opening remarks. We also had the chance to showcase our talents as we went to the stage to perform. Representatives of Ateneans and Ateneans performed dance and song numbers. And of course, the man behind the success of this gathering, Aris, gave a speech, together with Canossa's representative, Rosie, to close the program. We will always remember this day when we came home, how we ate meals to our heart's content, and how we sang and danced to the tunes of the 70s. Indeed, it was a night like no other, a night of rekindling friendships, a night of forging greater commitments. Our trip may be long and tiresome, but it is worth our time. After all, we found our way back home. My dear friends, to greater years to come.